Hi, I'm John, the guy pushing my wife on the trikes in the YouTube video clip Recumbent Rehabilitation Rush. When my wife and I posted Recumbent Rehabilitation Rush, we hoped for a firestorm of interest. What resulted was a smoldering ember, which was surprisingly weak among physical therapists. We hope a brief background will help emphasize how impressive her improvement is and our reasons for pursuing this path. My wife survived a second bleed from the surface of her cerebellum more than 10 years ago. She was left nearly completely locked in with limp paralysis, movement in only fingers and toes, and the ability to push up slightly during transfers. No physical therapy program would accept her, so we pursued intensive range of motion, physical therapy, and Feldenkrais lessons at home. For 10 years, general health was maintained. Finger and toe movement improved, but little else. Online searches of rehabilitation of cerebellar injury kept turning up the work of a German physician, Chalot. The principal tool in his therapy program, called Coordination Dynamics, was a $15,000 tilt table manufactured and sold by a Swiss company. This apparatus allowed hand and foot pedaling while lying on your back. When the pedaling pattern mimicked walking, running, or crawling, the entire torso joined the arms and legs in coordinated motion. In contrast, upright pedaling discouraged torso involvement. Coordinated hand-foot pedaling on the table for a couple of hours a day for several months led to major improvement of patients with brain or spinal injury, not only in movement, but in the other functions shown on the blackboard. We hoped that my wife might find some of the benefits of coordination dynamics from a less expensive and perhaps less tedious approach, specifically a recumbent trike with hand-foot pedaling and easy access from the wheelchair. We realized that the most straightforward way to enable opposite pedaling pattern we wanted, along with backward and forward pedaling, was with a simple fixed gear setup. Online search for a trike with linked hand-foot pedaling revealed only one, a large child's trike that could handle a small adult. This is the trike my wife is riding in the first part of the Recumbent Rehabilitation Rush video clip. Clearly, even with the seat back bent backwards, rider position is minimally recumbent and too cramped to allow the desired opposite arm-leg pedaling pattern. Fortunately, we live close to the Ambucks Amtrike headquarters in Greensboro, North Carolina. There we found an adult hand pedal only trike that had comfortable seating for my wife and a frame that was shared with a foot pedal only trike. Consequently, if clearances were adequate, it might be possible to link the hand pedal steering column with a foot pedal to the rear axle drivetrain. When it became clear that Amtrike did not have the time or personnel to pursue the project, we bought the hand pedal only version and began the conversion. A 15-page PDF handbook that we can send you describes what we learned from the project and our attempts to develop a low-maintenance therapeutic machine that retained as much recreational potential as possible. We were delighted with my wife's progress on the trikes, but puzzled that improvement seemed to proceed more rapidly and with less time invested in exercise sessions than that reported by Chalot for patients working with the stationary, totally recumbent apparatus and the optimal opposite pedaling pattern. Why was our approach so successful? A Case Western neuroscientist noted that signs and symptoms of a bike enthusiast Parkinson patient were dramatically improved after riding with her across Iowa on a tandem that forced the patient slightly above her usual pedaling cadence. fMRI evaluation of the brains of similar patients on a stationary bike showed that traffic between the thalamus and the cortex lit up noticeably more when the patients pedaled faster than their comfort cadence, a response that resembled deep brain stimulation. The investigators point to this approach as a method to speed recruitment of brain regions that compensate for underperforming areas. We seized on this to explain how forcing my wife to pedal with a push led to more rapid improvement and with substantially less exercise time than the rehab programs of patients in the stationary self-driven coordination dynamics studies. Moreover, rapid progress occurred during the time my wife was pedaling the more upright trike with a less than ideal pedaling pattern. That's the first half of the original Recumbent Rehabilitation Rush video. As my wife gains strength and stamina, her progress continues. Pedaling distances are longer and accomplished with less momentum assistance. She can lift her legs from the hip while sitting and is capable of short stands with little assistance. She can steer the trike, a task that often requires practice by the able-bodied. This is shown in the next video clip. But before this clip appears, we want to ask you to help spread the word that this approach may provide a relatively low-cost, rapid, and enjoyable path to rehabilitation of brain and spine injury.
I'm seeing it.
See this?
I do.
Going pretty fast too. It's going a little more to the left. So bear to the left and bear to the left a little bit. Bear to the left. Just a little bit. There you go. That's it. That's it. Bear to the left. Bear to the left. See? Coming around. Here we go. Bear to the left. We're going around the circle here to the left. Come on, out by the basket. Keep going. Keep going. To the left, sorry. To the left. Keep going. To the left. To the left. To the left. To the left. This one. This way. That's the idea. Whoop. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on. Hard to the left. There you go. Keep going. Hard to the left. Hard to the left. Harder, harder, harder. Good. Good, good. Hard to the left. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Hard to the left. Hard to the left. Good. Keep going. Hard to the left. Hard to the left. Good. Keep going. Hard to the left. Good. 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 Okay, now around to the right. Around to the right. Hard to the right.